You know, today my mom asked me a question that kind of shook me to the core. It was the first time my mom ever really pulled me aside and looked me in my eyes and really asked anything of me. Normally, when she talks to me, like she's talking down to me, but today she looked at me and she just said, "Someday, son, when you make enough money and you become famous, I want you to buy me a gun." And I looked at her and she looked at me and she said, "People just don't understand this thing called depression. They don't understand that sometimes you just get so angry that you lose control of yourself. That sometimes you get so sad you just can't feel." Sometimes people just don't understand that your brain doesn't work the way that everybody else works. And that it's slowly consuming her and she can feel that she's losing grip. And I had to just stand there. And it was in that moment when I looked back at her, and I truly looked back at her, that I saw that look that scared me as a kid. Hell, I saw the look that scares me as an adult now. The same look that I see when I look into the mirror. The same look that... It's funny. It's funny how we both kind of just played it off. You know what? Yeah, Mom, you're right. I'll get anything for you. Don't worry about it. The truth is, how am I supposed to... How am I to tell my mother that I've had the same thought, How am I to tell my mother that the same feeling is what I feel every morning? I'm what? I'm 23 now? And sometimes it feels like at best I have maybe 7 more years left in me. And then I think really long and hard, and I can't think that even if I pass those 7 years, the most I can probably squeeze out of myself is another 17. I just don't see myself growing old. I don't see a happy ending for me anymore. And today I saw that in her eyes too. She doesn't see a tomorrow anymore. That shit broke me. As a kid growing up, you'd think you did everything, You think that you would do everything not to become like your parents, You tell yourself that you can be different, that you will never end up like them, that somehow you're better. But it's probably not true, right? One of my greatest fears was becoming like her. Becoming the person that I hate the most. And today I had to face the shocking realization that I'm no different than her. No different than the scared little child that didn't think you'd make it past 20. But there was a part of me that when I did hit 20, I thought, damn, man, I made it. I can change. I can do better. Maybe, just maybe. But then again, mistake after mistake, fuck up after fuck up. Truth is, maybe I am just like my mother. Maybe she was right all along. I do fuck everything up. People like us, we don't get happy endings. But a part of me really thought, that maybe, just maybe. But today I realized I had the same thought, the same plan as her. Reaching a point of making it to a place where I can accept that I've done all that I've could do. All that I've done, all I have, accepting, just giving up that this is what I've become. But I don't really know. Because I try my best, but every day is the exact same. Every day I try my best, and every day I'm not good enough. And honestly, I have no one really to blame but myself, because I can say that it's because of the abuse. I can say it's because it's the things that I've been taught growing up. It's the world, right? It's not my fault. But honestly, I have no one to blame but myself, right? I can blame it on my upbringing. Blame the things that I've seen, the lessons I've learned, the teachings, the habits, the failures of my parents. It's all their fault, right? Right? I've done things, okay? I've done things I regret. I've done things that I'm ashamed of. I've committed sins that I'll never forgive myself for. I've become the person who scarred me as a child, and I can hear those words. I can hear words I'll never let go. Words I cry myself to sleep nightly, repeating. Words that have become me. The abuse becomes the abuser. I hate who I am. I hate who I've become. And I'm scared that this is who I always will be. Now and forever. Always. Hey there. Hey there, everyone. As you can probably tell, my voice isn't fully back yet. I haven't really fully recovered from how sick I am, but I am recovering and I am doing better. I'm actually feeling a lot better than I have felt in quite some time now. For the past month 2-3 months now, I've been extremely inconsistent with my uploads, my videos, my streams, my everything. Mainly because I've been dealing with a lot of things in my personal life. From things that have happened to me to the results of my own personal actions. I'm not gonna get into too much details into a lot of things, but this audio has been a lot closer to home. This audio is kind of me venting more than anything. This was a real conversation I had with my own mother. I guess I just wanted to let it out. Truth is, growing up, it wasn't the best. It wasn't the worst, but it wasn't the best. And truth is, I told myself that I am doing everything I can so that I never become like that. You know? The most terrifying thought is when I sat down and I realized that all the choices and all the actions that I've made leading up to who I am now has slowly made me into the person that I feared the most. But much, much worse. This year I want to work on being a better person. Truth is, I'm not a god. I'm not perfect. And I've had a lot of wake up calls to that. I know that I'm being really hard on myself because my therapist has been they've been trying to convince me that I need to accept that sure, I made some very bad things happen, but I can improve. It's kind of the message that I want to give at the end of this video. It's that sometimes it feels like you're a fuck up. It feels like you can't do much. It feels like you will always be the burden. But I can assure you, we all can change. It's never too late to try to be better. It's never too late to do better. You may not have what you had before. You may not heal the relationships that you had before. You may not gain or have the friends that you had before. But moving forward, you can be better. You can build better bonds. You can have better friends. And you can be a better person. My throat feels like it's being dragged pretty hard. I'm trying really hard to form my words right now, so I won't push it anymore. Sorry about that. I've been trying really hard to keep my voice even and toned and not coughing. So I won't extend this much longer. You know the rules about the rock, paper, scissors. I'm playing you for your subscription. If I win, you subscribe. Alright? Let's go. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Today I went scissors. That means if you went rock, you just won. But if you went paper, you just lost. Remember to take care of yourselves. Remember to eat. Remember to drink. And remember that I love all of you. Alright, take care of yourselves. And bye-bye.